Now this is the big brother. The next amp I want to look at, this is the Fender Vibrolux Reverb Amp, which is another 60s recreation. This is very similar to the old Vibrolux from the 60s. Now they've done a couple of upgrades on it that make it better to some people, and some people say they liked it the old way. It is called the Custom Vibrolux because it's not quite like the originals. Again, we have speed and intensity for the vibrato. We've got reverb, and then the guitar channel has volume, treble, and bass, and the microphone channel on this one has volume, treble, and bass. But what they changed is on this amplifier, the vibrato and the reverb affect both channels. So if you're singing and you've got your microphone plugged into that other channel, and you kick on the vibrato, it's going to affect your voice too. Now on the other hand, I can plug one channel in with my Les Paul and set the tone quality for it. And then when I have to switch to my Telecaster and I want to use a different tone setting, I just plug into the other channel. I don't have to change the knobs on the channel just to get the reverb and the vibrato, because the reverb and vibrato affect both channels. Now, let's see what it sounds like. Now, the microphone on here doesn't do it any justice. This is a 40-watt amplifier with two 10s. The 10s have a slightly brighter sound than that 112 in the deluxe amp, but because it's got 40 watts, it'll stay clean even up to higher volumes. So when I'm playing on a louder stage, or when I really need to keep that clean 60s sound, if we're doing a show that's got a lot of Beatles, a lot of Temptations, Four Tops, a lot of stuff where I don't need that distortion, this amp is perfect for that stuff. Now it weighs a little bit more, but it's still less than 50 pounds. It weighs less than my Hot Rod Deluxe, which we'll look at next. The vibrato on this is wired differently. I'm not an electronic expert, but I do know that I can get it to go slower than the the Deluxe reverb would. And I know that it has sort of a warmer sound to it. There's something about this vibrato that I like better than on that little Deluxe amp. But for small clubs, this is just way too loud, because if I was to turn this up, it overdrives really nice. It's very touch sensitive. But if I was to turn it up to the point where we could get some overdrive right now, in a small room like this, it would hurt my ears. But on a big stage, there's nothing like a Vibrolux. And if you want to play some blues and really have it sound good, you get to a Telecaster and you tune the Vibrolux up to about 7 or 8, and it sounds great. But you better be in a big enough room not to hurt your ears. And that's the Fender Vibrolux.